Hello everyone, welcome to Nana's Journey. I'm Deanna, and today I am going to start this quilt by Bunny Hill Designs, Blueberry Delight. I have a lot of blue materials and I want to use them up. So when I saw this, I thought, oh, well, that'll be a good way to use up my blue and white materials. This is a mixture of a bunch of different fabrics. I've got some Nantucket Summer. I've got some where I have no idea where they came from. It's been collecting over the years. I'm going to use these two as the inner border and the outer border right here and here. So I'm going to cut those, and then whatever's left I can also use in the quilt. So she does give you a list of fabrics that you need and how much. And she'll tell you how to cut your background fabrics. But she doesn't tell you, for instance, for this basket, use this particular fabric. That is just totally up to you. So I'm just going to make it up as I go. So let me get the fabrics that I'm going to use for block 1. There are 10 blocks, and then there's the outer border. So let me get ready for block 1. I have already, this is going to be block 1. That's what it'll look like. I've already traced the stuff onto the Heat and Bond Light. Okay, so you just trace it on the smooth side. The bumpy side is the glue, and then we will iron that onto the wrong side of the fabric. Then we will cut it out and iron it onto our background fabric. So let me get block 1 organized and I will be back. Okay, these are the pieces that I've picked out for my background. I know this is Sterling Blues by Riley Blake, Shoreline by Camilla Russ Kelly. These two are Crystal Lane from Bunny Hill Designs. And I don't have a salvage for these two, so I don't know. This one might be Shoreline as well, I'm not sure. So I'm just going to sew these 3 together, these 2 together, then I will put these 2 on here, this row on here, and then add this to the bottom, and I will be back. Okay, I think I've got it figured out. This is going to be the bird and the wing. This is the basket and the handle, the stems and the leaves, and then the 2 flowers. This is going to be the middle of the flowers, and here's the other 3 flowers, and then this will be these 2 right here. They're supposed to be a piece of fruit. So now I need to iron these on to the wrong side of the fabric. Now I just have to sit down and I'll cut these out. And when I'm done, I will be back. Okay, before I iron anything down, I'm going to want to sew this stem in. This is actually, pattern is for applique. I'm using raw edge applique, but I am going to use my machine. It has, I call it a triple stitch. I don't know the name of it, but it goes forward twice, back once, forward twice, back once, and it continues to do that so that each stitch ends up having 3 passes on it. So I'm going to use that for this. Then I will put on the handle, the basket, and these 2 things, and then I'm going to use the same thread here to put on these X's, and then I will continue ironing everything down. But I need to line this up where it's going to go. Okay, I've got my friction pin here, so I'm going to go just a little farther past. And that will be my stitching line. So let's get to the sewing machine. Okay, this goes underneath the basket, the ends, and I've got my little paper behind here. Oops. Just peel off the heat and bond. There we go. Just iron it on. Okay, and then when I put these on, they will be on top, and I'll be able to sew the little X on that goes on the fruit. Okay, I think I might need a light board for this. Okay, I've got the X right there and an X right here, and I will do those in the same thread as this, and then I've got a lighter thread that I'm using for the zigzag, for all of the applique. So let's do this over the sewing machine, and I'll be back. Okay, keep in mind when you have a directional piece of applique, then when you trace it out on the heat and bond light, you need to mirror the image. Otherwise, it will be going the wrong direction. Okay, there we go. Now I just need to zigzag all the edges, and then this block will be done. Okay, I have my zigzag selected, and the length is 2.0 and the width is 0.60. I've got my knee press on so I can lift my presser foot easily. Okay, that's how I'm going to applique all of these pieces, and I will see you when I'm done. Okay, I have block 1 done. It is all appliqued together, and now we can move on to block 2. But I want to thank you for joining me, and I hope to see you next time on Nana's Journey.